covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Tape my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. And hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste consumption. Breathe faster to waste oxygen. Hear the children sing aloud. It's music till the wick burns out. And count sheep.
Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh,
What up, Taco Root? Welcome back to another Thursday night. Your boy is a little under the weather, man. But what are you going to do? The show must go on. Let's do it. What is going on, everybody? My name is Jesse, a.k.a. your one and only feeling under the weather, Chitown Smark. How's everybody feeling on this fantastic evening, man? How is everybody doing out there, man? Me? Why complain? Why complain? It goes nowhere, right? It goes nowhere, man. So I want to start off first and foremost. If you saw me on JD's stream last night, I did say that the exclusive Taco Crew content would be uploaded today. I'm going to have to push that a day because my son feels so bad tonight, man. He is not doing well at all. He is so sick. He got me sick, but I don't care, man. I just want him to feel better right now, to be honest with you. So it really sucks seeing one of your kids just be ill and there's nothing you can do about it. You just have to wait it out. But so yeah, I'll get it up tomorrow, man. It shouldn't be a problem tomorrow, but yeah, it's just, oh my God, man. My daughters left the house. They went to Nana's for the weekend, man, because everybody's just so sick over here. But it is what it is, man. I didn't want to miss tonight's show. I don't like missing streams. I'm trying to do more streaming, not less. So come hell or high water, I was gonna be here for this one just to touch base with you guys and let you guys know I'll get that content up, man. I'll get it up probably tomorrow. And just for your patience, I'll give you the heads up on what the content is. It is. I need a drum roll key. I need a drum roll key. Mean tweets. I got a lot of them. I got a lot of mean tweets, bruh. Believe it or not. I got a lot of mean tweets, so we're going to have some fun with that. We're going to make some of the haters famous just to make fun of them. Just to make fun of them because I think it's funny. I think if you go out of your way to go to social media and just be disrespectful and name call and all this other shit just because of pro wrestling, I think you need mental help. I found someone on there disrespecting my family. Disrespecting my family, bro. All because of pro wrestling? Because of pro wrestling. I hate that app so much. So much. It gives people the platform just to be assholes with no consequence, and people love taking advantage of it. I would love to be in a room with just one of those people, just one, and they not know I'm there. And then they post a tweet like that, and I pop up right behind. I would love to see the look in their face. Love to. Because I promise you right now, that shit ain't going to go the way that they think, man. They're fucking crazy. They're crazy. I mean, how about you just be civil? You don't have to agree with, the stuff that, I think I think people are being a little harsh on Mercedes, in her debut. She's only been here a couple of weeks, and people are already, saying it's a fail and she's not a draw and she sucks. I don't understand it. Well, that's just because you're just a fucking stan who knows nothing and live in your mom's basement. You're a piece of crap. And why does it take all of that? Why does it take all of that? I disagree with what you're saying, and here is my reasoning behind it. I think that the Mercedes thing is a failure, and this is my reasoning behind it. Okay. Discussion time, like adults. Looks like we're going to have a discussion because we disagree. We love pro wrestling, but we're going to have a discussion about what we disagree with. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. You find somebody who says something about wrestling that doesn't vibe with what you think, and you think it's time to just start bashing them as a person, as a human being. You think it's time to just start talking about their family and their kids and their wives. What is wrong with people? What is wrong with people, dude? I don't get it. I don't get it, man. Nonetheless, we have a show tonight, and it was a show. It was a show. I'm telling you right now, man. I sincerely believe that the Scott D'Amore thing is taking a toll on Impact right now. I believe it's taking a toll on the creative, the level of interest. I think it is significantly dropped. So, I think they need to do something before it gets too bad. I think they need to correct this ship before it gets out of control, because it is on a downward spiral as far as interest, just all around. I mean, the show, the TNA was at the very bare minimum, it was interesting, okay? And that's all it had to be. If you were a fan of it and you were watching it, then you were interested in it, all right? It's not supposed to be breaking down doors, and I love how people want to gauge everything on ratings and sales and everything else. That's the only thing they have to gauge it on. Well, it sucked. Look at the ratings. If that's what you want to look at, bro, then if that's your measuring stick, enjoy. Because by that logic, you're only pigeonholed to watching WWE, and I feel sorry for you if that's your only measuring stick. You don't care about pro wrestling. You just care about ratings and ticket sales. What happened to being a fan of pro wrestling? What happened to that? I don't get it. I don't get it. If the wrestling was top notch and the ratings are bad, people want to clown and act like it sucks. It doesn't suck. It just means that not enough people are onto it. Now, it might suck, and as of lately, yes, TNA has sucked. Now, as of late, it has sucked. But when it didn't suck, people wanted to hold to there's no, it doesn't have a network deal. There's never this. There's no draw. There's no Punk there. It's not a draw. It's not a draw. It's not a draw. How many wrestlers are employed by WWE? And this is for the WWE super stands out there. How many wrestlers are employed by WWE that are not a draw? Pretty much all of them, right? You can probably hand count how many of them are actual draws. Does that mean they all suck? Does that mean they all suck? Is Drew McIntyre a draw? Is Drew McIntyre selling out fucking arenas? So does he suck? Does he suck? Think about it. How many fantastic pro wrestlers are employed by WWE that are not draws? They're not needle movers. All right? They don't sell out arenas. So by that logic, they suck. right? I'm just going by their own logic, dude. People don't think. If you want to say they suck because you don't like their style of wrestling, I'm with you. We can discuss that. If you want to say that they suck because they don't know how to cut a promo, or they suck because they botch too much, or they suck because they don't keep their opponents safe, that's a discussion to be had. But telling me they suck because they're not a draw shows me your ignorance. It just shows me your ignorance. Because right now, if you're not Roman Reigns in WWE or The Rock, then you suck because you're not a draw. Don't give me this Punk shit. Punk can stay healthy for longer than 5 minutes. So, you need to get off that, man. It is not about ratings and sales. That stuff benefits the company, absolutely. But for me, as a pro wrestling fan, I want good pro wrestling. I don't want shitty pro wrestling at the cost of a sold-out arena or high ratings. What if the ratings are high and the tickets are sold out, but the show sucks? For example, Monday Night Raw for over a decade. I don't think people think, man. I don't think people think, oh my God, I'm so hot in here, man. My God. Let's get through this show, man. My God. Whew. The show starts off with an 8-4-1 match for the knockouts. We have Havok versus Masha. Well, I'm sorry. No, so the structure of the 8-4-1 match is it's an 8-woman tag match. All right. And the winner of the 8-woman tag match, those 4 will face off in a fatal 4-way. All right. And then that winner of that fatal 4-way is the winner of the 8-4-1 match. I actually like this structure. I kind of like this. So we have Havok, Masha, Jody Threat, and Alisha Edwards versus Rosemary, Xia Brookside, Dani Luna, and Steph DeLander. I'm not aware of who Steph DeLander is. Kind of reminds me of Chris Statlander. I don't know. But that spot by Steph DeLander was supposed to be Trash by Elegance. But Trash by Elegance had a toothache or something, and she couldn't perform. So she was replaced by Steph DeLander. Much like the Eva Marie, oh, I can't wrestle tonight shtick. Not a good look by Trash by Elegance, man. Not a good look. So Iceman introduces Trash, but she has a head wrap and an ice pack on her lips. Iceman announces she is recovering from her lip filler. As a result, she will be replaced by the returning Steph DeLander. Wow. And I just got wind of Miss Trash's social media presence on this fine evening. You know, I believe she called Tiffany Stratton. I think she accused her of stealing her moveset. My God. Dana Brooke thinks she has a moveset. She actually believes that she has a moveset. That's amazing. That is amazing. So, DeLander and Havok start off with a face-to-face, but DeLander backs down and tags in Rosemary. Alisha comes in, and the opposing team takes turns picking her apart early on. Masha and Dani Luna clash for a moment before Threat and Xia tag in. Masha and Jody argue over who will be the legal one before Xia nearly puts Masha away. The action breaks down until it comes down to Luna and Masha again. Luna catches Masha in a roll-up for the win. It's amazing. That's amazing. A nice little roll up by Xia, pinned Masha. I'm sorry, by Luna. Luna rolled up and pinned Masha. A little bit of an upset right there. Rosemary versus Xia Brookside versus Dani Luna versus Steph DeLander in the Fatal 4-Way version of this match. So let's see. Masha takes out Luna in a fit of rage. Rosemary and Xia then target Steph. Xia is bumped off the apron onto Trash, who flips out about her lip injections possibly being ruined. Trash suddenly gets up and throws Xia into the ring post. The ref then ejects Trash and Iceman. So Trash by Elegance got ejected from a match where there's no DQ. Let that sink in for a minute, ladies and gentlemen. Rosemary rises up in the ring, but is hit with radio silence by a returning Matt Cardona. DeLander hits her with a TKO for the pinfall. So this Steph DeLander turns out to be the winner of this number one contenders match for Jordynne Grace's title. It's kind of what I mean about the Knockouts division being in a much needed rebuild session right now. I'm sure maybe plenty of you know who Steph DeLander is. I do not. I don't think I've ever heard of her, but now she's number one contender to Jordynne Grace's title, which is weird. Steph is Matt Cardona's girl. What? How is Steph Matt Cardona's lady? What did I miss here? How was that? What happened to his wife? Am I missing something here? Kayfabe. All right, cool. Moving on. Even in kayfabe, him and his wife are a couple. I don't know. Whatever. What ifs? Winner and number one contender, Steph DeLander. They cut to outside. We got Maclin and the Rascals arguing, and they split up before Maclin bumps into Chris Sabin. They share words to set up their main event tonight. In the locker room, we have Sabin and Shelly appear to disagree over their approach to handling business as of late. Alex Shelley has been a little bit of a dick. Alex Shelley has been a little bit of a dick as of late, and I'm liking it. Yeah, I thought Matt was with Chelsea Green. Even in kayfabe, why would Chelsea? I don't know. Even in kayfabe, they're a couple. I don't know. Backstage, ABC reflects on their recent rough times. Ace doesn't think Bay should have been in the X Division scramble last week because Ace wants to focus on the tag titles. Bay says, bruh, I'm talented enough to do both. He says he can chase multiple titles, but Ace wants him to stay focused. Bay says he'll find Kazarian and settle their business. All right. Well, I don't like the tension between ABC, but we'll see. Grizzled Young Veterans cut a promo in the ring until Diener interrupts. They spar until a handicap match starts. So Diener comes out. Diener's on this new kick where he wants to ask the crowd what he should do. All right. Diener says, I'm going to ask the fans what I should do. And the fans told Diener to try to beat both of these guys by himself. So the fans fucking just sold Diener out. Just threw him right under the fucking bus. All right. GYV takes control with frequent tags and double teams. Diener finally fights back against Gibson for a little bit until a shot to the throat puts him down. Drake chokes Dina on the apron while the ref is turned around. GYV hits Grit Your Teeth, and Drake covers for the win. Simple. Quick. I was wondering why they would book a 2-on-1 handicap match against, the Grizzled Young Veterans. But fuck Dina, I guess, right? Gia Miller speaks to Dolph Nemeth backstage following up on the system's threats last week. Last week, Moose told Dolph that Dolph has had the same problem throughout his whole career, and that problem has basically followed him here to TNA, and is that he just can't beat the system. I like what Moose did right there. I like that. So let's see. Alex Shelley interrupts and shares that he knows the system. Shelley wishes him luck, so Nemeth says he'll defend the world title against him after Rebellion. So Dolph told Shelley that after I beat Moose, you'll get the first shot at the title, bruh. You will be my first title defense because I respect you. I've heard great things about you. And Shelley, and all of this infinite wisdom, bro, I thought what was going to happen is Dolph was going to win thanks to interference from Shelley. But Shelley is so smart. Shelley said, no. Why wait and have the match when you're champion when we can just have it right now and I can get nothing for it? Dolph's like, okay, fucking idiot. Brilliant, Shelley. Brilliant. Josh Alexander speaks. It seems like this guy just comes out and speaks every week. It's even like advertised as such. Josh is going to speak. All right. Josh is excited to be in Philly. All right. And he's been granted an open contract for a match tonight. He calls out Hammerstone to fight him tonight to settle the score. Hammerstone is still walking around with his headset, with Josh's headset, and he seems like a little lost puppy without it. No one comes out, and Josh says that he is scared. Hammerstone is scared. But then, out comes Tracy Williams. Who the fuck is Tracy Williams? This seems like another Scott absence thing. Who are these people? These people are returning. I don't know who they are. And I've been watching this for a while. So that means they've been out for a long time. They need to refresh some people, man. So Tracy calls himself one of the best in the world. Tracy calls himself one of the best in the world? I don't even know who this guy is. He's one of the best in the world. And he's been waiting for his opportunity in TNA. He wants to fight. Josh says, fuck it, bruh. I'm already dressed. Let's go. The match is on. They throw strikes and chops early for an intense start before they crash to the floor on the outside. They get back inside. Josh targets the left ankle. He wants to set him up for the ankle lock. After the break, Josh kicks Tracy in the face a few times until Tracy throws strikes and dumps him with a suplex on his neck. Josh briefly applies the ankle lock, but Tracy rolls him through into the turnbuckle. Josh hits a backbreaker, but Tracy continues to fight back. In the end, Josh pulls out a C4 spike for the win. As expected, clean win for Josh over this Tracy Williams guy. Never heard of him. I'm sorry, pardon me, guys. I'm very much under the weather tonight. I apologize for the water breaks, man. Also, thank you for the super chats and the memberships. Get those in. I will read those at the end of the review. I appreciate you all. Again, sorry, I'm just so ill right now, man. But we move on. We move on. The crowd gives them a standing ovation because they had a nice little match. As they shake hands and raise each other's arms and and jerk each other off in the ring. Hammerstone suddenly comes in and attacks from behind, launches Josh with a belly to belly. He takes Josh's headgear and straps it on Tracy before applying a torture rack to him. Hammerstone just came in and just beat the holy crap out of both of these clowns, bruh. Just beat the crap out of both of them. I was highly entertained by it. Not gonna lie. Mustafa and Ali we trust, bruh. Mustafa reveals his PWI cover to Santino backstage. I like how, and when I say I like how, what I actually mean is I don't like how, that Santino is now the end-all, be-all as far as authority in TNA with absolutely no explanation whatsoever on screen as to what happened to Scott D'Amore. If you're just a casual fan of TNA, which I guess sounds like an oxymoron when you say it like that, but if you're a casual fan of TNA, you're sitting there wondering, where's Scott D'Amore? What happened to Scott D'Amore? And even if you're not a casual, even if you're a hardcore fan, you're still asking, what really happened to Scott D'Amore? We don't know. Ali then expresses that he doesn't believe Jake Something is qualified for a title shot because he wants there to be limits. Rhino walks up behind Ali as he's trash talking. Rhino requests an old school rules match next week against Santino. Against Mustafa, and Santino books it. Non-title match. Rhino just wants a fucking fight, I guess. I guess so. Eddie Edwards versus Speedball Mike Bailey. Nice little matchup. These two guys can work. We know that. Once again, I apologize. I really, really apologize, guys. Eddie Edwards and Mike Bailey. Bailey and Edwards stay evenly matched with chops to start it off. They spill to the outside where Eddie continues to chop the chest until Speedball is thrown back. Bailey comes back with a series of kicks followed by a running shooting star press. Cover attempt. Bailey takes Eddie outside this time. They ended up fighting outside for a little bit. They get back in the ring. Eddie counters the tornado kick and turns it into a backpack stunner cover attempt. All right. They break out with a series of traded chops and strikes until Eddie runs him over with a lariat. Speedball backflips with double knees on the chest. Bailey goes for ultimate weapon, but Eddie rolls away with an assist from Alisha. Eddie hits the Boston Knee Party for the win. Eddie Edwards wins clean. Not clean, but Eddie Edwards wins. It makes sense. You got to keep the system strong. If you're gonna push them as the top faction in the company, they got to get wins. The match was fine. Speedball is so good in the ring. He could use some charisma lessons. I'm not gonna lie. But he's so good, man. He's just so good at what he does. We get PCO. PCO calls out Khan for Monsters Ball. We're lucky, guys. We are one of the lucky few. We're going to get PCO versus Khan again. Gotta love it. We see a vignette for the FBI next week. It looks like the FBI is making a comeback, man. The full-blooded Italians, bruh. There's a blast from the past. If you know, you know. Kazarian cuts a promo backstage addressing Eric Young and Full Metal Mayhem. Chris Bay walks up to officially challenge Kazarian. We see a replay of how Rich Swann aligned with Flop Dollar 2 weeks ago. They appear in the ring for a lengthy promo and dub themselves as First Class. Bro, I don't know what Rich Swann did to piss off management. I don't know what Rich Swann did to piss off management to get saddled with Flop Dollar. But I cannot wait for them to break this shit up. Rich Swann deserves way better than this. Way better than this. We get Tom Hannafin sits down with Laredo Kid so that fans can get to know him better outside of the ring. Not going to work. Not going to work. I don't even have to go into great detail as to why the Laredo Kid in a sit down with Tom Hannafin is not going to get him over. All right. Next week, we get Xia versus Trash and Dolph versus Shelly. Can't wait. Main event time. We got Steve Maclin versus Chris Sabin. Sabin targets left arm to start the match off. Maclin eventually breaks free and delivers chest chops before Sabin drop kicks him off the apron. Maclin takes control heading into the break and maintains a chin lock in between knee drops to the back. Maclin pulls out an Olympic slam cover attempt. Macklin's frustration grows as Sabin's resilience continues. Maclin goes for a caught in the crosshairs, but Sabin evades. Sabin pulls him into the ropes, but Maclin responds with a clothesline and mayhem for all. They slug it out in the middle of the ring until Sabin is sent out. Maclin flies through the ropes, but lands on the floor. Pretty hard crash landing for Maclin. Maclin finally hits, caught in the crosshairs, but Sabin does a bridging suplex. Maclin gets his feet and pulls out KIA for the win. Steve Maclin is your winner. They've been keeping Steve Maclin very strong as of late. And with Chris Sabin out, if you don't know, Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley are reportedly out. They've decided to leave TNA. And what I am personally dubbing as the Scott D'Amore fallout effect, Killer Kelly is taking a leave. It was first reported that she was walking away after her contract expired, but then it was later reported that she was taking a leave. There's probably a little bit of truth in both of those if you ask me, but I don't know for certain on that. That is it for the show. Like I said, man, it was a very lackluster show. It was a very, very lackluster show. We got Ruben Barber here, new Taco Crew member. That's what's up, man. Thank you so much. Angel Alaga with the 4 months says, hi, Jesse. I do believe TNA should never have fired Scott D'Amore. And you are right. Wrestlers don't suck necessarily if they don't draw big time. And that's my whole point, man. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate that. That's my whole point, you know. And let's talk about this for a quick second, man. I think this might be a Twitter thing, because again, Twitter is the absolute most toxic social media platform ever made, because people get on there with the default energy of being an asshole. If you go to some of these people, and this is why I feel this way. If you go to some of these people's pages and just click on replies and just read down the list of replies that they reply, 100% of everything that they say is negative. All of it. It's all absolutely negative. Someone could post, I'm having a great day today. I hope you are. And then someone will post, well, you should be having a great day because you suck in the ring. I mean, they wake up in the morning, they open that app, and they go around being an asshole all day long. That's what they do. That is what they do. Like I don't understand how people get off on this stuff. Like, it makes them happy to be an asshole. It makes me happy to have positive thoughts. It makes me happy to have a insightful discussion about pro wrestling. It makes other people happy just to be a dick. Like, why would you want to do that? Like, I don't get it. Like, what is the rush? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is the feel good moment of just being a dick every time you post something on Twitter? Every time you click send, it's something condescending, it's something disrespectful, it's something ignorant. Like, I don't understand these people. You have nothing positive to say about any fucking thing. You just scour Twitter looking for opinions that differ from yours just so you can go start name calling. There's so many different kinds of assholes. People are out there giving Mercedes a hard time for what? For not choosing WWE? Let's be real about it, man. Let's be real about it. When she was in WWE, all of this fucking hate wasn't there. And then when she walked out on them and stood up for herself, that's when the hate started. This woman took a chance on herself. She stood up to the way that she was being treated in that company and walked away. And instead of people being supportive, they turned their backs on her. Why? Why? Why does it bother you so much that she chose to go work somewhere else? If you quit your job and you go get a job somewhere else, doing something you're more passionate about, do your friends and previous coworkers hate you? Do your friends, family, and coworkers go on and call you a traitor because you changed jobs? Did they only like you because you worked at that job? And the second you quit, they don't like you anymore? You know? I don't get it. I don't understand why it's such a big deal to people. Negative attention is better than no attention. You know what else is better than no attention? Positive attention. You know? Positive attention is also better than no attention. About if you look at it that way. If you have the option of being negative or positive and one and both of them are better, why are we choosing negative? Because people just like being assholes. I feel like those are people who get bullied in school. People who didn't know how to stick up for themselves or get picked on a lot. And they finally have a way to be tough in front of a keyboard. Because I promise you right now, man, I mean, I'm not like the toughest fucking dude that you ever met. I'm not a fucking gangster by any means, but I'm telling you something right now. If some of this shit was said to me that's posted on Twitter to my face, I would knock you the fuck out. Not even exaggerating, bro. And anybody who knows me in real life, no, I'm not fucking lying. I'm not lying, bro. It's one thing to just disagree with someone, but the way they go about it on social media is completely unnecessary. I would love to be at a meet and greet. Love to be at a meet and greet. And someone says some of the shit they say about my family and shit in real life. Why don't they say that? Why don't they say that shit to my face, man? I don't get it. I don't get it. It makes sense because you're likely to get your ass whipped, man. That's why they don't say it in person. But when they're at home in front of that keyboard, they feel safe. They feel comfortable. I feel like these people were bullied in school, man. I don't know what else it could be. I mean, who wakes up and just wants to be an asshole? Do better, man. It's okay to disagree and not be an asshole. There's millions of wrestling fans. You think we're all going to have the same opinions? We're not. We're not going to have the same opinions. We're going to differ. You know, we can talk about it. You know, we can disagree. You might have a change of opinion about something. Who knows? There's no reason to be an asshole. If no one called you a name, why are you calling somebody a fucking name? Why are you name calling somebody because their opinion differs from yours? You're just a stupid shill because you like. Stop. Make your opinion. Make your point. Say what you need to say and learn to say it without being disrespectful. Is that so hard? Is that so hard? I disagree with you in this way because I feel like it should be this and it should be that. Maybe I'll say fair point. Maybe I'll say I disagree. I'm going to come back at you with this and we'll keep discussing it. But when you start insulting me, this discussion is over and I'm going to block you at that point. It's just over. I don't need to put myself through that, man. I don't need to put myself through all that bullshit. Life, it is not that important to me, bro. It's just not. That is today's show. I agree. Someone needs to clip that and post it, and I'll retweet it. I'll have JD retweet it too. You know, these podcasts that you listen to, they're always going to have an opinion that might differ from yours. It doesn't make them any of the fucking names that people like calling people. It just means that that opinion differs from yours, bro. It's part of life. When you talk to your family members and your friends, people you work with, and they say something that you disagree with, do you go on this fucking tirade about how much of a piece of shit they are? Or do you have a discussion like a civilized human being? Try it. It works. Guardian, what's up with you, bruh? Long time no see. Guys, that is today's show. I am feeling like complete crap, man. I'm going to try to do something tomorrow for that upload for the Taco Crew members only, man. Thank you guys for being so patient with me. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.
Shit, here to show you how worse of it fucking get. Don't play by books. I'm really up in it, burning the rules. Fuck that instruction